Welcome back. Video number 3 of the day so far this morning. And, Monday mornings are always busy when it comes to videos. And because we look back at what happened over the weekend. What a weekend it was. Yes, my beloved Memphis Grizzlies lost, but, it is what it is. But Manchester United won 3-0 over Tottenham, and we put on a power performance. 3 goals, no goals conceded. Rashford scored the last goal, came on and scored the last goal. He deserved that goal. He really did, and he needed it. Cavani scored the goal, and Ronaldo scored the goal, so we're good to go. This Cavani and Ronaldo on top is really awesome, but this is not what I was going to talk about in this video. I just get carried away. And of course, the 49ers won the game on Sunday, last night, or yesterday, at 1 o'clock in Chicago. This video, however, is a Manchester United video. It's about the upcoming Champions League game. Very big Champions League game on Tuesday this week, I think it is. Tomorrow. So, what can we look forward to? Well, we have to travel to Italy and play Atalanta in... Is it Bergamo? Is that the town they're in? I'm not sure. I think it is. I can't say for sure. Maybe I'm... Or is it Atalanta? Something like that. But anyway, we have to go to Italy. And normally when we go to Italy, we have had some success in Italy. We have had some success in France. I would say that the hardest place we go to is Spain, of all places. So, upcoming game tomorrow, Champions League. Atalanta against Manchester United. In a game that is very important for both teams. Both teams really could need a win in this game because it will put you in the driver's seat to advance in from the group. We are in first place right now with 6 points. Atalanta is in second, I think it is, with 4 points. And they are on equal points as Villarreal with 4 points. And then you have Young Boys in the last place with 3 points. So, of course, Atalanta wants to win because that will will put some pressure on Villarreal, who's playing against Young Boys. Villarreal wants to win over Young Boys because they have to because they want to stay in touch with Manchester United and Atalanta at the first 2 spots. And, of course, Manchester United wants to win because if we can win this game and get up to 9 points, that will put us 5 points ahead of Atalanta. And depending on what happens at the Villarreal and Young Boys game, if Villarreal and Young Boys plays a draw, then things are really, really, really interesting. Then you have Young Boys at 4 points and Villarreal at 5 points, and Atalanta is at 4 points. And we are at 9. That, with 2 games to play, that will be almighty Mighty Mouse so bad. What we really need to happen is we need I don't care which one it is. Someone has to give off 3 points. We have to beat Atalanta so they don't get any points. However, in the other game, we want a winner. I've been looking at this. A lot of people would say if we can get a draw with Young Boys and Villarreal, that will help us. Well, if let's look at the scenario. Right now, Young Boys have 3 points, Villarreal has 4, Atalanta has 4, we have 6. If we win, that takes us to 9. It will keep Atalanta at 4. We are 5 points ahead, but there's 2 games to play. So if Atalanta win their last 2 games, which they can do, because they play Young Boys in one of the games, and I think they play Villarreal in the other game. So if they win the last 2, and let's say we don't, we don't beat Villarreal, we play a draw against them, or we play and then you have to come down to the wire in the last game against Young Boys at home. And because it's okay, we win, we go up to 9, Atalanta stay at 4. If Villarreal and Young Boys play a draw, that will put the Young Boys at 4. It will put the Villarreal at 5. So that means that Villarreal is 4 points behind us, and Young Boys is 5 points behind us, the same as Atalanta. With 2 games in hand and there's 6 points to play for, and only the 2 first team goes through to the regular Champions League playoff, and the third team goes to Europa League. There's two teams behind us that is too close. So a draw would not be good enough. I think that if we have to win, and I think that they're gonna play each other though. Atalanta and Villarreal. At some point they're gonna play each other. I have to have some tea. So, one team have to give off a point. The one team that I really don't like is the Young Boys. I don't like that team. I have a bad vibe about them. I really do. I really do have a bad vibe about them. So, but looking forward, we have to look at, that's for what's come down the road, but I'm just taking the steps here now, but let's look at the game tomorrow. In Italy, that means we're traveling down there. We had a day off yesterday, Sunday, because we played on Saturday. So we had a day off yesterday. We're going to Italy today, and the game is tomorrow. This is why he took off Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes with I think it was still 20 minutes left to go, 15-20 minutes. In the games against Tottenham, because we had already a secure lead, so we were 2-0 up and stuff like that. So I think all our players are still good to go. I don't think we hit any injuries after the game, so we're still good to go with most of the team. I just feel that in this game he should go with Telles. If Telles is healthy, he should go with Telles instead of Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was poor against Tottenham. Luke Shaw has been poor in the last 4 games. I don't know. It almost looks like it's mental, that he has a block or something. He doesn't feel. It looks like Luke Shaw is struggling. He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look engaged. You see him on the field. He looks reserved. It's like something is bothering him. I'm not saying he's mentally disturbed or anything like that, but as a football player, if you get a mental block, if something is clouding your brain, you don't perform your best, and that's what it looks like with Luke Shaw. So I think if we can play Telles in this game against Atalanta, that would be great. Do we want to see the new formation that he played against Tottenham? I think that formation can work great against Atalanta. I think that, because if you look at the game against Atalanta last time, it wasn't convincing. It was okay, but it wasn't convincing. I think that when you look at the game that we had against Tottenham, that was quite a convincing game. Very good performances from most people, except for there was a couple. Luke Shaw was one of them. I believe that this 3-4-1-2 can work against Atalanta, but the reason I say this is because I really want to see in this game Cavani and Ronaldo on top together, like we saw against Tottenham. You have 2 of the best strikers in the world, and I'm a huge Cavani fan. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm biased. I am biased. I always been since he came through internationally and played for Uruguay. I always had a soft spot for teams like Argentina and Uruguay. They've been 2 of my favorite international teams, dating back to 1982. Okay, Italy, Argentina, and Uruguay has always been my favorite international teams, and I have followed Cavani when he was at PSG. Wherever Cavani was and whatever he did, I had this. He was one of my favorite players, and he still is. And to me, he's a more complete player, and I want to say even a better striker than Ronaldo. Yes, Ronaldo is at the right place at the right time. He has unbelievable skills, technique, all that stuff. But Cavani, man, he's such a different player on so many levels. he's just as clinical as Ronaldo. He's at the right place at the right time, but his skills and his work rate, and this is where he comes in right now. He works harder than Ronaldo. He is more involved in the build-up. He's more involved in breaking down teams. If he loses the ball, he works his ass off all the way down to his own 16-yard box to win the ball back. You don't see that with Ronaldo. You don't. Ronaldo is a little bit more reserved, a little bit more like, I'm going to stay up here because I'm going to score the goals, while Cavani is like, I'm going to work for the team. Ronaldo is more like he's a loner. He's not a loner like that, but he's like, okay, I'm up here. I'm going to score the goals. I'm the striker. Cavani is more like, okay, my job is to help the team in any way, shape, or form that I can. And he's always been like that. He's always. Doesn't matter what team he's playing for. So to me, Cavani is the dude. And I want to see Cavani on top with Ronaldo in multiple games going forward. I think that's the recipe for a great success. Will they be able to play game after game after game after game after game after game? Full games? No. And I understand that. But if they can play 70% of the game and 70% of the time, yes, they can do that. And we have Greenwood. We had Rashford. We have Lingard, we have Sancho to come in and take off the pressure. And I'm not saying that this is going to be like that Sancho, this is going to destroy chances to do it. Remember this, Cavani will be leaving after this season. So that opens up things for Greenwood or Sancho. But Sancho is a player for the future, and I hope he sees that. Just like Greenwood is, just like Rashford is. Ronaldo and Cavani are not players for the future. They're players for now and next year. So next year we have to go out and get a player. And I know that they really want Haaland. And that would be such a great thing for Sancho. If Sancho can wait and be patient, and so he can get his buddy back from Dortmund, that will help Sancho because he has a good rapport with Haaland. So I think that what's going on right now is really, really good. This game, I think if we play the same formation, I think we will. I think we will see some great stuff against Atalanta. If we play like this, like we did against Tottenham, we are very strong, and I think that we will be able to secure a win if we do that. I think we will be able to secure a win either way. But I don't want us to become, just because it's a away game in Champions League, I don't want us to become ultra defensive. I don't want us to invite the team to come and press us. I don't want that. We have to go out there and own the game from the start to the finish in any and every aspect of the game. Defense, offense, battles, tackles, challenges. We have to win them all. We have to be mighty tough. Mighty tough. And you saw it last time that Atalanta tired quickly. They can stay on par with us for the first 45. And then you see 10 minutes out into the second half. Then they start to they have their hands on their knees, their hands on their hips, looking up in the sky with their mouth open. Pay attention to the Atalanta players. They tire around 60 minutes, 55 to 60 minutes. You can see them getting really tired. It's because of the conditioning in the Serie A. That's how it is in Serie A. The conditioning things in the Premier League is way tougher. So we should be able to stay the course longer than Atalanta. So if we can keep a good pressure on them and we can keep the tempo up, we have to have a high tempo to kind of wear them out. I think we have a good chance. I think we have a really good chance. And of course, get a couple goals, and then we can change formation and become more tactical on defense. Sure, it's an away game. You want to secure the win for all cost. And right now, a win and 3 points is more important than playing Hawaii football and party football. Right now, winning the game is most important. I'll take a tea drink on that one. So, Premier League is important, but I knew that this year the Champions League will become mighty important. I think if we focus and we focus hard and we do our work and we stay on the rails that we are now, I think we have a chance to win the Champions League. I really do. With Cavani and Ronaldo on top, I really think we have a good chance of winning the Champions League. Will we win the Premier League? Probably not. Can we win the FA Cup? Yeah, we can. If we can take two things this year, if we can win the FA Cup at home and the Champions League in Europe, that's a mighty freaking success. It is. It is a huge success. Winning two things would be great. Winning one is great as well. Even if you win the FA Cup or the Champions League, either one of them, I think that would be good. If you can win both, great. Top three, great. In the Premier League, yeah. But tomorrow, very important game, and I'm going to be watching it for sure. But we have to beat them. This game is like, if we win tomorrow, we have 95% of we're 95% chance of going through to the playoffs in the Champions League. With a draw, 70%. With a loss, no. Then we have 50-50. But if we win tomorrow, there is a 95% chance that we will go through. Because if we win tomorrow, basically all we need is a draw. That's basically what it is. If we win tomorrow, over the next two games then, against Villarreal and Young Boys. Villarreal, I think, is in Spain. And Young Boys is at home. Last game. So if we win tomorrow, we have two games left after that. If we take a draw from either one of those, we are more or less good to go. 10 points will get you to the playoffs. If you get the first seed or second seed, I don't know. 10 points will probably give you second seed. 13 points will probably get you first seed. So we'll just have to wait and see. But tomorrow, come on, Manchester United.